Hello, today we're going to design this beautiful webinar flyer using PowerPoint. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is to launch Microsoft PowerPoint. So we're going to start by creating a new presentation. So we'll just choose the default blank presentation. So head on our new slides. I'm going to delete the text box present already. And on the new slides, we're going to go directly on format background. You can see the guides are already open. So if you want to enable the guides on your machine, you go to view, then you click on guides, and then you see I've removed now and put by the guides. The guides are supposed to align our content. So the first thing I'll do is right click and go to format background. In format background, I'll go to gradient fill. To gradient fill, I'm going to delete this gradient and use just a two-way gradient fill. And I'm going to choose the colors. I'll go to insert. I'll make use of geometric shapes and use the round edge rectangle. I'm going to increase the roundness. So now we're going to rotate the round edge rectangle to suit our design. The next thing, I'll just create a duplicate of it by pressing Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste on Windows. And we just have to align it such a way that it fits our design purpose. So the next thing I want to do is to add an ellipse. And change the fill to white. Then what I'm going to do next is to duplicate the ellipse by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste. Now I'll start inserting my images. So I click on the ellipse, I go to shape fill and choose picture. So since I'm working offline, I've already the picture saved and choose picture. So now we see that the picture fills directly the shape, but it's not aligned the way we want to align. So we're going to go to picture format and adjust. And I'm going to do same for the next shape. Shape fill, picture, and I choose. You can work also directly with online pictures. You can include the picture directly from an online library. So the next thing I want to do is to add some borders to our shape. That is shape outline, and we go to white. Then we increase the weight to 3 points. Next, I'm going to add some gradients to our shape, to our design. So I'll click and go to gradient fill and change the colors. Do same for the other object. Gradient fill. So next thing is to remove the outline from our shapes and click on no outline. You can see our design is already coming to life. So next thing is to add the text. Now we're going to change the font type to Adobe Gramont Pro Bold and increase the size. That's perfect. And change the color to light blue. Next thing, we're going to add our zoom button. So we're going to insert a new shape, which is a round edge rectangle style. Set no outline. Then we're going to add a special effect, that is a drop shadow onto our shape format, and go to shadow preset. Here the drop shadow. Then on top of our shape, we're going to add the zoom logo. So we'll go to insert picture, this device. You can do so by inserting directly from an online source. We're going to resize our zoom logo. Make sure it fits perfectly well. So I'm going to head ahead and group the shapes. Do right click and group, so I can move the shape together and align it perfectly. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add the date and time of the event, so it's another text box. Do a duplicate of our text box. Here we'll modify the text by setting the time. So now we're going to change the font type, to change the color to gray. Do same for the other text. Change to italic. We align our text. The next thing we're going to do is to add a line segment. Go to shapes and insert a line. Go to shape outlines to increase the width of the line. To 1.5 points, and change the shape fill to gray. So we're basically already almost at the end of our design. So the next thing is to add a logo, and we are going to still use a shape around the edge rectangle, and change the fill to white, the outline to no outline, and add a gradient, and add a drop shadow. Then we insert our logo. Header and group. The objects, you right click and group. And we just have to align our object so they fit all. And we can preview by doing a slideshow. And see it's already pretty awesome. So now we're going to add some other design elements to make our design look pretty cool. So we're going to go to insert, shape, and choose a double rounded edge polygon, and simply going to rotate the shape. Change the fill, and the outline to no outline. You will simply send it to back. I'll just do a duplicate of the shape. So now we're just going to add the titles and the name of our presenters. So we'll just insert a text box. To avoid moving our rectangle and our shape, we're just going to merge them as a single object. That is by grouping them. I'm going to do same here and group. Now we can preview. So it's cool. We can save it. So now comes the part where we have to save our design. So we'll go to File, Save As, and choose the pathway to save. Save it on the desktop. Like I will rename it to, and I change the format to the image I want to save. So I want to save it as a JPEG. I can also save it as a PNG format, but I will choose to save it as a JPEG. Then I'll save. I can save more than one versions in case there are multiple slides, but in this case we have just one slide, so I'll save just this one. So now we can preview our image. So we are done.